from the 1.5 years of travel, bring out three learnings, what would be those top three things that you thought, okay, 1.5 year में ये मैं सीख गया हूँ कि चाहिए ये होगा.
One is, I think until I took that break. So you see, before that 1.5 years also, I used to travel quite a lot on vacations, right? But when you travel on vacation, one thing that you do is you have a checklist. Ye dekhna hai, wo dekhna hai. You're like 10 things in 2 days. You just go see the sites and come back. But when you have that kind of time, you do something called slow travel, which is you immerse better in the culture. And if anything, the most important thing that has taught me is every culture there is something to appreciate in every single culture and every single country. People often ask me which is your favorite country, and I'm like, all of them. They all have something unique in them, but you normally figure out more about the culture only when you slow travel and you're able to spend considerable amount of time there. So that whole cultural integration bit is one thing I've learned which even after that travel, before I took that trip, I think a lot of my friend circle was like Indian circle. But once I travel, I'm like, I want to explore how does it feel to talk to a Jamaican? How does it feel to talk to somebody from Uzbekistan and all of that? You want to expand your cultural horizon and try things from a different perspective and POV. So that is one that I think changes quite. Second, you figure out what are the essentials you need in life. I think we all, when we work, the kind of spend that we do is when you have a year without a job, you realize what are the absolute essentials that you need to spend on. Sometimes there's me making fun of myself. I'm like, oh man, my smartwatch is having problems. I need to buy a new. Then I'm like, wait, that year I I don't even know if I had a watch in that year. Yeah, it's so you get a better perspective in times on, hey, for you, what are the absolute essential stuff that you need? So you become like a minimalist, where I literally was living my entire 1.5 years out of a backpack. One backpack, it had everything I need, nothing else. So now when I can compare the daily spend I had at that time, there are times in that 1.5 years that some days my daily spend is just like $10 because you're traveling some really cheap part of Laos or something like that. You can eat, drink, whatever, and you spend about $10. So that gives you a better perspective in terms of what are your necessities financially in life. And third, yeah, going back to the health thing, you're like, as long as you're healthy and you're able to maintain that lifestyle. So it changed a lot of things about before that year. I don't think I wasn't paying a lot of attention to my health. I used to party well. I used to enjoy my drinks and all of that. Not so much of a fitness person. But then after that, I'm like, as long as your health is good, I'm trying to put this in a different way. You figure out that your priorities are not the normal sense of entertainment, like having a drink or all of that. You find other ways to actually stay healthy. I think that's why, and generally just enjoy the whole process. And you also get a different perspective on work, where sometimes we think work is everything. But when you take a trip, like you're like, yeah, work is important. You should enjoy it. But then at the same time, it's not everything. It's just a means to get to better situations.